All right, welcome everyone. So in this video, I want to talk about how we can create interactive histograms using the Plotly package. And it's going to follow very much the same way bar plots did. There are two methods to doing this. One is to create a static ggplot and then pass that into the ggplotly function, which will make that static ggplot interactive. And I think that's the easier way of doing it if you're very comfortable using ggplot already. Or you can create the graphic entirely within the Plotly package. So let's talk about the first method, which is to first do ggplot and then do ggplotly. And so we have already loaded up our packages from earlier in this file. So just be sure that you've got tidyverse and plotly loaded as well as the penguins data. And so we'll create a histogram of bill length for the penguins. So this means we are going to create a histogram, and then we're going to move that histogram, pass it through the ggplotly function. So the first thing that we can do is create a static histogram with ggplot. So that code is in this first code cell over here. The data is penguins. We're going to pass bill length to the x-axis, and then we use the geom histogram for histograms. And here's our static histogram. We are getting a message about 2 rows that were removed. So we can also put this na.rm equals true argument in here, and that will ignore the missing values. So there we go. We do get a warning that says something about picking better bins, but I think the bins look fine. And so here's our histogram. We have bill length on the x-axis, and we have the count on the vertical axis. And we've got the default coloring here, and that's fine. And you could update the coloring and other features of the ggplot however you like. So you could add all of the usual layers that you want to customize the labels and the titles, and if you had a legend and all of that stuff. So you create your static plot, and then you pass that plot into the ggplotly function. So that's down here. And keep in mind, if you're working with this Quarto file, there was a command up top that looked like this. And this was because in the static HTML document that I shared with everybody, I didn't want the solution to appear. But now we are solving this, and we're going to create an HTML document when we're done that has all of the solutions in it. So now I'm going to originally this code cell had an include equals false up top, which meant that the solution didn't get displayed. I want to delete that. And now this is going to work just like a regular code cell, where the code is going to be displayed in the final HTML that we create, and the output is also going to be displayed. So this code cell is creating first this static histogram in ggplot, and then I'm storing it to this object that I'm called gghist. And all I need to do once I have a static image is just say, take that static image, that ggplot, and make it interactive with the ggplotly function. And then down below, I get my interactive histogram. So this is interactive because when I hover over each of these bars, I get a couple of bits of information. I get how tall the bar is, which is 15. That means there were 15 observations in this bin and so on. And it's also telling me, I see there's bill length millimeters with a value. That value is the midpoint of the bin range. So I have a bin start, I have a start value and an end value for this bin. This is telling me the midpoint between the start and end values of the bin.